For today's video, I'm going to show you how to make fruit salad. So we're going to look at the cutting techniques of all our fruits. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to pour our juice into our container. Make sure your container is big enough and the juice is going to stop our fruit from going brown. I'm going to put that aside. As I cut my fruit, I will put it into my container. I have washed all my fruit that I'm not going to peel. So I've got my apple, strawberries and my grapes. I'm going to start with my apple. We use a green chopping board when we cut fruits. So I just want to remove that stalk. I'm going to place our apple down on our chopping board so it doesn't wobble. I'm going to use the bridge technique and I'm going to cut right through my apple. I'm going to use the bridge technique again and cut through it. And again to cut through it. I'm just going to cut these quarters in half again. Make sure that you put it down flat and it's stable. I'm going to use the claw and cut these into quarters. If you hold your knife with your index finger towards the end there on the front of the back end of the blade, it will give you quite a lot of control over the knife. Now we need to remove the core. If you've got an apple corer, that wouldn't have been a problem, but we're just going to cut it off. So use the claw technique and you will see you remove the core. That's got nothing. Make sure that the peels do not mix up with your fruit. You are then going to use the claw technique and you're going to cut your fruit into little blocks. Make sure that they're more or less the same size. The same size, I meant. Brown a little bit. I'm going to take that out. Now I'm going to go to my strawberries. Remove this little stalk at the top. Now I've deliberately got strawberries of different sizes here because that's how you buy them in the shop. You don't want them too big. So for this bridge, and I am going to cut it in half again. Now this strawberry is quite big, so I'm going to cut it in half and then in quarters. Half and then if it's still very big you can cut it in half. Then we're going to go to our grapes. I'm just going to cut them in half and you will do the same with blueberries or blackberries. We want our fruit salad to be nice and colorful, so we choose fruits of different color. So you will see I've got my juice in there, strawberries and apple. I'm just going to mix it through so that the juice covers especially my apples to prevent it from going brown. Now we're going to cut our mango. You could peel a mango, but the easiest way is to hold it really tightly on its side so the pepperite sort of the pip would be sort of here in the middle. So you're just going to cut off the middle and cut through. If you feel you go onto the pip, just move your knife. And then you do the other side as well. Okay, this mango is actually quite nice and ripe. The next step you're going to do is you're going to cut little blocks in it. Then cut through the skin. Do the other one as well. And then you're going to push it out like so. And now it's easy just to cut it off the skin. Just be careful not to cut yourself, and you cut away from yourself. Little bit of the pineapple and cut the end off. Right about that much. And once again, we're going to just peel the pip off, the skin off. Segment our orange. We're going to cut off the one end, like so, and then we're going to cut off the other end as well. That's it. Then you're going to use your knife and you're going to cut through. This skin on this is quite thick. Going to go right around. If your chopping board is moving about, put a tea towel underneath and it will stop stop moving. You don't want your chopping board to move around because you can cut yourself. That's better. Right, just turn it around. Orange can be quite fiddly. This orange was so big and I ended up with quite a small bit. Now you can see there's the lines and my segment are in between. So I'm going to do that and that, and there's my segment. So you cut on either side of the white of the orange. So you don't want the hard, tough membranes in your salad. Quite a bit of juice coming out there. You can pour that into your container as well. This is quite delicate. You need to be patient with this. Can remove the piths in a minute. Right, that's done. So that's what you are left with. You'll chuck that away. Remove those. I'm not going to cut the orange up any further. I'm just going to add it in my fruit salad like this. Cut off the end. Cut off the other end. Okay, then we're going to use the bridge, cut in half, cut into quarters, and then the claw, cut it into blocks. All done. Stir it through, put the lid on, and then we're going to store it in the fridge